Hello, good people. Now, this is Mega from Mega Mapping Service Solution. Today, I want to show you how to install GeoServer. So you have to go to your browser and open what we call geoserver.org. Now, here you'll be directed to the GeoServer landing page, and now you can go to their documentation. On the documentation, what you need to know is that GeoServer is literally what we call a manual, or it's an open source software server that is written in Java that allows users to share and edit geospatial data, and it's designed for interoperability. It publishes data from any major spatial data source using open standards. Now, you can be able to install GeoServer for your platform by going on the installation tab. When you click on installation, you will be directed on how you're supposed to install GeoServer. And there are many ways to install GeoServer on your system. And this section discusses the various installation paths available. We have the Linux binary, we have the Windows binary, we have the Windows installer, we have the web archive, we have the Docker container, and you need to know that to run your server, it requires a JavaScript or a Java version 11, 7, 17, or 21, and the Java runtime environment has to be installed on your system. Now, for you to get this, if you want to install your server, for you to get the Java runtime environment, I will recommend you go to Adopium. Now, in Adopium, you're able to download Java 11 or other Javas that would be necessary for running your server. So when you click on other download, you can be able to see all versions that are offered by the Java Development Kit or the Java Runtime Environment, and the binaries that you can be able to pick. Because I have Windows, I will go to Java Development Kit. I will choose the version 11 and I will download the .msi. You get it? So once you hit on these, you can be able to click here and start downloading. But because I have downloaded this, I will not download it again. I will just show you how we install it. So once this is downloaded, you go to you open your folder. So I will go back to my folder. I'll minimize this, and then I have GeoServer here. So this is the Java Development Kit, and you can see is version 11. All right. So I will right click and say open, and it will prepare to install. So you can see we have the Java Development Kit version 11, and the setup is for the 64-bit. So I'll click next. I will accept the terms in the license agreement and say next. Install for all users of the machine. And then I can see the location is in C, program files, Eclipse, and I will click next and install. So uh, I will let the Eclipse Java Development Kit run. It will copy the files, and once it's done, we will now finish, and then we will go back to our browser. And earlier I had taken you to the GeoServer landing page, so I will go to Windows Installer, and under Windows Installer, because I have already installed my Java Runtime Environment or the JDK for me to run my GeoServer, I will navigate to now the GeoServer downloading page. So here you will click on this link, and then you will go to Archive, and I will choose the stable version that has been released. Although you can be able to choose other versions that you want, because your server has a lot of releases. So I would want to use the latest that is stable. It's called the GeoServer 2.27 releases. And you can see it runs on Java 11 and Java 17, which are compatible when running this release. So I will click on this 2.27. Once you're on this GeoServer landing page, it was released in 18th, 2025. I will definitely go to Windows Installer. Under the Windows Installer, you will be directed that the download will start shortly. So if you have been directed to this window, you'll wait for these to be downloaded. And because I already downloaded these, you can see I have a duplicate download link. But you can, if you have these, uh, you can say add the duplicate with a numbered file name, or if existing file is complete for download, otherwise resume it. So if you click OK, you can be able to see I am able to download GeoServer 2.27 Windows Setup. This is the setup file. Now, because I already downloaded this, you just have to start downloading. Because I have 18 minutes, I will not go down to this path. I will cancel this and I'll go back to my folder. And because already it's downloaded, I will run my setup and say run as administrator. I would say yes, and then I will click next. I will agree to the terms, and then you can see that C program file, it has been detected already. Like I already installed the JDK version 11. If your laptop does not detect this, you can browse and navigate to your program files, and then you can go to your Eclipse Adopium and select the Java development kit and say okay, so that you can be able to run your server. So because the path is valid and it has been detected, I will click next, and then you go to the destination folder. The GeoServer will install in C program files. I will click next, and then I won't create any shortcuts here. I'll just continue, and then I'll click next. The username that I've been given is admin, and the password would be GeoServer. So you can be able to edit these if you want, but I would leave these as default. I'll click next, and the port that is going to be installed is port 8080. I will click next, and then install as a service. I would recommend you tick this. If yours is here, you can tick install as a service, then you click next. You install, and then you have to finish. Now, when I close this window and I go to my C drive, okay, this PC, local disk C, when I go to program files, you can see I have GeoServer. It is created here, and now I can be able to run my GeoServer. So for you to run GeoServer on your browser, you'll come to bin, and then you say you start up the startup batch is the Windows or the Windows bash file. You double click on this, and you can see please wait. So I will wait for my GeoServer to initialize and run. Right. So Now my server has started correctly. So once you get that server has started, what you need to do is now go back to your browser, and you can now key in localhost 8080 localhost, and wait for the GeoServer to load. Alright, so you can see my GeoServer is now open, so I can log in. The default was admin, and uh, password was GeoServer, so I'll log in. Okay, once I log in, you can be able to see that I can now be able to look at the workspaces that I have. Alright, uh, and these are all the workspaces that I have, the stores that I do have also, and the layers that I do have. Alright, okay, so then you can be able to add a layer, and the server status, you can be able to see that it is the data directory is GeoServer, and I'm using the Java uh, version of Java 17. You can also use the Java 11. So that is how you install GeoServer and download GeoServer. Alright, in case of any questions, you can give me a shout. You're welcome, guys.